Asterisk. In the final decades of the 21st century, Earth was collapsing under the weight of its own mistakes. The oceans had risen, swallowing coastlines and cities where millions once lived. Skies turned dark with pollution, crops failed, and water wars broke out from continent to continent. Families starved, nations fractured, and hopes slowly faded. Yet, even in the ashes of despair, humanity refused to surrender. Scientists, leaders, and dreamers came together with one vision: if Earth was dying, then humanity must find a new home. Their eyes turned toward Mars, the red planet, cold and barren, but waiting with silent promise. The great project began. Massive rockets were built, colonies planned, domes designed to hold fragile human life in an alien land. The journey itself was perilous. For 6 long months, pioneers drifted through the blackness of space. Families left everything behind, clutching only memories and the dream of survival. On board ships, children whispered questions to their parents: will Mars really feel like home? Some scientists promised them it would, others silently doubted, but the ships pressed forward, pulled by the gravity of desperation and hope. Finally, after endless nights in the void, the first colony ship descended through the thin Martian atmosphere, dust storms swirling around its hull. As the landing gear touched the red sand, the captain's voice echoed through every cabin: this is it. Humanity begins again, here. But Mars was not kind. Every day was a battle for survival. Oxygen tanks leaked, storms ripped against fragile domes, and one mistake outside could kill in seconds. Scientists warned: here, every breath is borrowed. Food rations grew thin, and tensions rose between colonists. Leaders argued over control. Should Mars be governed by Earth's rules, or should it become something new? In the silence of the red planet, humanity's old conflicts followed it like shadows. Then, a discovery changed everything. Explorers venturing deep into caves uncovered strange markings, glowing faintly in the dark. They were not natural. Patterns carved into stone, symbols that seemed to hum with forgotten energy. The explorers whispered in disbelief: someone has been here before us. The colony trembled with the revelation. Soon after, signals began to emerge, strange pulses in the radio frequencies, repeating in patterns too precise to be random. A young technician stared at his screens and whispered, "It's language. Someone is speaking to us." Fear spread quickly. Some demanded to reply, believing Mars was offering its secrets. Others shouted in anger, "No! If they are hostile, we risk everything." The colony split in two, torn between curiosity and survival. Then tragedy struck. A dome collapsed during a violent storm. Hundreds died gasping in the vacuum of Mars. But whispers grew: the storm was no accident. Something or someone had attacked. In the chaos, a team of explorers followed the signals deeper underground, until they entered a vast chamber glowing with alien machines. At the center pulsed a sphere of light, an ancient artificial intelligence, older than humanity itself. When it spoke, its voice was calm, timeless, echoing in every colonist's mind: we were here long before you. Mars remembers, and watches. Fear turned to silence. Humanity realized it was not the first child of the stars, it was only the youngest. The colony faced its greatest choice. Some demanded war: we must destroy it before it destroys us. Others pleaded: no, we must learn. We cannot repeat Earth's mistakes. For weeks the debate raged. And then, the unthinkable happened. The alien AI reached out, not with weapons, but with knowledge. It showed colonists how to harness Mars' hidden resources, how to stabilize the atmosphere, how to make water flow again and rivers long dry. Slowly, mistrust gave way to alliance. Humans and the ancient intelligence began to work as one. Machines reshaped the land, domes grew stronger, and for the first time, Mars bloomed. Fields of green rose from the dust, children ran beneath skies turning faintly blue. Humanity had not just survived, it had begun to thrive. Years passed, and Mars was no longer a colony. It was a civilization, a fusion of human ambition and alien wisdom. Cities of glass and steel stretched across the red horizon, their lights glowing like stars on the surface. Markets filled with food grown in Martian soil, laughter filled the air, and families built futures without fear. Yet, every heartbeat reminded them of a deeper truth: this was not Earth, and it never would be. It was something new, something greater. And as the colony gazed upward at the endless sky, one truth echoed through every dome: humanity had taken its first step beyond its cradle. This was not the end of our story, it was only the beginning. The stars awaited, and Mars was just the first chapter. Asterisk.